Alright, boys and girls, for your next lesson in reading today, we are going to continue to look at closed syllable pattern words. You started this on Friday before you went home, so we're going to do a little more work with closed syllables. So today you are going to be able to identify closed syllables in two-syllable words, so we have to have two syllables in our words. We're going to use those closed syllables to help you read accurately and to be able to spell words correctly with two closed syllables. So just remember what a closed syllable is. So it has a consonant sound as an ending. So each syllable ends in a consonant sound. Remember, that's not necessarily a consonant word or letter. Remember, it's a consonant sound. So anything that sounds like any other than a vowel, pretty much. So any letter or any sound that does not sound like a vowel at the end of the syllable is considered a closed syllable. Okay, so let's review your spelling words. So here's your spelling words, and these are all closed syllable words. Swim, mean. So you have the M, swim, and then the ing, sming, swim, mean. Those are your two syllables. They end in a consonant sound, and that means that your vowels are a short vowel sound, so they do not say their name. Same thing with capture. Now, you see that there's an E on the end, but do we pronounce the E? No, it's a silent E. So it still has a consonant sound at the end, so that still makes it a closed syllable. So capture. So both the A and the U make that short vowel sound. All right, so next one, distance. So dis has that consonant sound at the end, and then distance. So remember, it ends in an E, however, this still has that consonant sound. That E is silent. So we still pronounce the vowels inside of them as, like your normal short vowel sound. They do not say their name. Then you have forget, disgust, campers, submit, and accept. So all of these words have your closed syllables, and they all have two syllables as well. Okay, so we're going to read, or I'm going to read out loud to you, and you can read this again if you'd like afterwards. This is called All Together. So remember, this is our word study read, and it's always that second lesson of our word study that we get to read this. And you should be able to find all of your spelling words in here, but also be able to find other words that have closed syllables and have short vowel sounds. So camp, skyrock buzzed with campers. So there's one right there, campers. Voices as they discussed, there's another one, their ideas for a mural. It seemed as if everyone, there's another one, everyone, was talking at once. Everyone, that is, except Caleb. And even nope, the A says his name, so that's not one. Who sat quietly against the wall sketching in his notebook. Note, book. Is that one? Note, book. Yes, it is. The theme is cooperation, said Michael. So maybe the mural, it's a mural, should show our rowing teams. Rowing is all about teamwork. And I think there's another one. There were many murmurs of agreement. So murmurs are like, discussion, people talking. Caleb sketched a scene of 3 campers putting their boat into the river. Good point, said Arno. But don't forget rock climbing. We learned lots of skills: cooperation, patience, communication, since we all climbed Mount Skyrock, and our camp is named for it. I think that would make a great mural. There were shouts of "Yeah!" and "Good idea!" Caleb added a scene to his sketch showing a trio of campers reaching the summit of Mount Skyrock, their arms raised in victory. Now, if you don't know what a summit is, that's the very top of the mountain. Others began offering their own thoughts of what would best capture the theme: swimming, relays, woodworking, and organic gardening. No sooner was an idea called out than Caleb added it to his ever-growing sketch. Kai glanced down at the notebook and shouted, "Wow, Caleb, that's awesome! Hey guys, look at this! This would be our mural." The campers set up teams to make it happen. There's another one. Caleb made the sketch on large mural, I keep saying that word wrong, mural size paper, and each boy signed up for the part of the mural he wanted to paint. Unnoticed, their counselor Stan used his cell phone to take a photo of them at work. When the painting was finished, Stan handed them a printout of the photo. "Talk about cooperation. These are great examples," he said, pointing to the mural and the kids in the photo. "Outstanding." Okay, so there's lots in here, but one that I would like to point out to you is at the end of this paragraph right here. So you have Caleb sketched a scene of 3 campers putting their boat into the river. So we've got 3 of them right here. You have campers. So let me grab my highlighter. Or maybe we'll do pen. Sorry, still trying to figure this out. Okay, so here's my pen. So we have campers. That's one. Pudding. There's another one. Okay? And it's not necessarily going to be river. Okay? River, that's not one. So campers, pudding. So if I split them in half, try anyway. Pudding. There you go. So if I split them in half, that was not a very good job. Can't, right there. There you go. Split them in half. Those are your 2 syllables. Camp-ers. So they both end in a consonant sound, and that makes their vowels a short sound. They do not say their name. Okay? So what I would like you to do is to stop the video, or you can actually just pause the video. I want you to try to find some other ones. And I'm going to take the time to highlight them and show you the answers. So I would like you to just pick one paragraph. All of them have some in them, so you can pick one paragraph. Either pick 1 through 5. Okay, pick one paragraph. You can do it with a partner if you like. I'm going to give you about, let's say, 3 minutes to look at your one paragraph you picked, and I want you to underline or circle any of your closed syllable words. And we're going to go ahead and pause the video now for you to be able to work with your partners for about 3 minutes. Alright, boys and girls, so I went ahead and highlighted all the ones that I could find. I may have missed some, but pretty much I think this is most of them. So if I need to zoom in here for a second, I will. Alright, so paragraph 1, campers discuss mural, talking, except Caleb, and sketching. Paragraph 2, you have mural again, rowing, murmurs, Caleb, the name, campers, pudding, and river. Paragraph number 3, forget, climbing, patience, Caleb again, added, showing, campers, reaching, and summit. Paragraph 4, others, capture, swimming, sooner, added, awesome. In paragraph 5, campers, happen, paper, wanted, painting, finished, handed, printout. Okay? If you found some of these, that's a great job. You didn't have to find all of them at that only 3 minutes I gave you. Okay? So if you got most of them, great. And you can highlight these if you'd like to. All right, so what you're going to do on your independent time during your literacy stations or workshop stations, whatever you want to call them, you are going to be looking and working on your papers. So these right here. So you should have worked on one of your papers on Friday. So today you should be working on your other closed syllables. Okay. And yep, you should have done this one on Friday using your spelling words, put them in the right sentence that makes sense. Now this one's to complete each analogy with the spelling word. So wetsuit is to scuba diving as a bathing suit is to blank. So which one in the box would make sense? All right, and then this one you're using your spelling words again. Now this time they want you to break them apart into the 2 syllables. Okay, and write the 2 syllables on the line. So like forget would be for here. Get would be here. Camp would be here. Would be here. Okay, so it's 1 syllable. You're breaking them apart. Now on this one, this part, it says write the spelling word that matches each definition. So if you do not know the definitions of your spelling words, you're going to need to get a dictionary and look it up. Okay, or I do not mind if you Google it. That's fine too. So you can use your resources. Like I said, Google it. Remember, don't rely on Wikipedia. Look at like Webster's Dictionary is a better source than just looking at Wikipedia. So if you do not know the definitions, you can certainly look them up. All right, boys and girls, so you'll be doing that during your small group time.